Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Well, a good evening to you, good mornings. Probably it's a good afternoon wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining us. This is the defining moment. My name is NDIEMA. We bring you stories, stories of redemption, stories of healing, stories of restoration. And through these stories, we pray that your hope will arise again and you'll be able to check out life from a different lens, a different point of view, and believe that God is still working at a time like this for this generation. So karibu sana. Today I'm with Maggie Mukkoya, and remember you can get in touch with us if you have a story you want to share at Elevate TV Kenya on all social media platforms. It will be great to interact with you. So today I'm with Maggie Mukkoya. Maggie has just gone through a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of stuff in her life. Some of it, a lot of baggage, you know, health issues. You know, here, there, you lose a job, you're battling a health issue. But through that, God has kept her. Today she says, even in the midst of it, even in the valley, she still knows that God is still working something beautiful in her life. Maggie, karibu sana.
Thank you for having me, Anthony.
Yeah. It's really nice to have you. Imekuwa miaka ngapi?
Close to 9. 9, actually.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
Huh? But it's good to see you. I'm glad to see you're well.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes when you lose track with people, it's good to keep checking.
Correct.
Because you never know what someone is going through. Mm-hmm. Then when you get to hear their story, you say, oh my goodness. So this time, well, but karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I'll give you an opportunity just to give us a few more details about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Magdalene Mukkoya.
Yes.
People call me Meg, others Maggie, as you've always preferred.
Right.
And yes, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
From media to mining companies to voiceover jobs and a parent.
And a parent as well.
And a parent as well to a 7-year-old beautiful princess.
Amazing.
Yes, who loves music like I do.
So you love music.
Yes.
And when did music begin? We'll come to what made some of us know you. Mm-hmm, but when did it begin? Have you been singing when you were growing up?
I used to be the girl who sits next to her mom in the kitchen.
Okay.
You know the small stools?
Yes.
When she's doing dishes before we go to sleep, I'm the one sitting there to sing, to keep her company.
Right. Kwanza chapo zikipikwa.
Yes.
Hapo ndio wimbo inapanda kupanda.
Yes, na kuosha vyombo.
Yes.
So that kabla tulale, I am there singing through, she does her dishes, and then now she goes and tucks me in bed.
Right.
I used to be that child. So I started singing when I was really young.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it kept going.
And it kept going.
So some of us knew you through TPF. Mm-hmm. That's we all know TPF then. Tasker Project Fem.
Yes.
Hizo ukisema kwa chat circles unaambiwa we ni aje.
Yes.
So you were in TPF 2.
Yes.
But you auditioned for TPF 1, right?
Yes. At TPF 1, the door was shut because I was singing gospel. Because I am known as a gospel artist.
Right.
Yes. I'm born, raised, found in church.
Yeah.
So I'm going for Tasker Project Faith.
And it's very interesting. I would really love to know why you went to TPF.
I was looking for an opportunity, a platform to sing.
Right.
Yes. And I took gospel there.
Right. Now,
yes. It's not the platform for gospel. So you dropped off. I dropped off.
But
I was dropped. Actually, I didn't drop. I was dropped off.
You were dropped. Yes. It is very interesting that when growing up, we go through a journey.
Yes.
You want to discover, you want to explore.
Yes.
You want opportunities.
Yes.
So, of course, you went for TPF2 again.
Yes. Then I went for TPF2.
All right.
And this time I arrived singing inspirational music. So inspirational cuts across.
Uli reinvent.
Yes, a little bit. So, and it helped me get through.
Okay.
Yes.
And you went through the auditions.
I went through the auditions, into the academy.
Right.
And during our season, the bestest, as long as you get into probation,
yes,
someone will kick you out because you're a threat.
That's true.
So that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a powerhouse.
Yes.
And it's not a competition. I'm just born a powerhouse.
Ish. I like it.
Yes.
So then, of course, now you didn't go through through the auditions.
I went through the auditions.
You went through the of course. I mean, in the academy.
Yes.
You were voted out at some point.
Yes.
What did that do to you? You had high expectations of winning, right?
Yes, or at least getting there, you know.
At least, yeah.
Yes, first runner-up, if not winner.
Yes.
Yes.
Did it crush you at some point?
Of course.
It did.
Let me tell you, it doesn't hit you that very day you're exiting.
Yes.
You sleep and wake up to watch the show. Now it dawns on you that you're actually out.
Yeah.
Because now you're not immediately sent home.
Yeah.
You're sent to a hotel.
Right.
When you exit, you're sent to that hotel. We were sent to, can I give location?
No
Safari
problem.
Park.
Yeah.
So we were sent there. So you sleep there. Then you wake up to watch the show. Reality hits you. You're out, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, tears. And you have no one.
I know, to help you deal with that.
Yes, so you're dropped like a hot potato. You're burning, you have the fame, no money, no right connections. So it's crazy.
And at this point, you've actually become famous.
Correct.
When you go out there, people think, we saw you.
Yes.
Lakini, that's it.
Yes, that's it. In fact, it was a challenge even to just go to the shop. A common shop where I used to go and buy maziwa.
Yeah.
It was so difficult. And then now when the villagers there, because they knew you were in TV, and they're thinking, ata ukifika nyumbani, you're not even giving them a 50 bob. They're thinking, kwani this girl ni mchoyo aje? No kona pesa. As long as you're on screen, you have money.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
true.
Such a challenge.
Right.
But we thank God.
Yeah. So of course you go through the cycle, you get into media. But in the year, so you start experiencing challenges.
Yes.
With your health.
Yes.
So just take us through the journey and the roller coaster of all this, getting a job, losing a job, and walking the journey of having issues with your health.
Yes. So where do I begin? Is it the jobs or the health? Okay, let's start with the jobs.
Yes.
Because I've been introduced to the world 2008 Magdalene Muckoya, so everyone knows Magdalene.
Yes.
So those were easy to open and walk through. You know, so jobs were also coming a bit easy.
Right.
Then you have people who either fight you because they're thinking, what is this? You know, who are you? You know, so they will fight you through it. And the next thing you're losing your job.
Right.
In as much as you may be all these good things, talent and gift. Because unless someone understands that you're not only a singer, like my voice is purely media oriented.
Right.
I can voice news.
You do a very nice voice.
You know, I can do commercials. Hey, thank you for saying that. You know, so unless someone understands that angle, that I'm not here for fame, that fame is not the one that's giving me the job. I studied communication.
Right.
I have a degree into it.
Right.
So it was,
and you're gifted in terms of certain specific things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So unless you understand that, you will be busy fighting me instead of just checking and taking the skill. Let's run the skill. Let's grow the company.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey. You're in a job for a month, 4 months, out.
Yeah.
A month, 4 months, out. And you're wondering, and then what next?
Yeah.
You know, you have a contract a year, no renewals. Hey, it's been a journey.
So Maggie,
Yes.
going through the cycles,
Yes.
and this is very important, you get in, you have a lot of hope
Yes.
that now this is it.
Yes.
I'm going to settle in here. A few months out.
Yes.
And another one. What does that do to you?
Tell
Those
you
cycles.
what, it actually breaks you, breaks your mental stability.
Yeah.
Because when you are thinking you're this creative, you're this good, and a door is shut, you start rethinking, did I go to the school to do, was it a wrong course? Am I talented for a different purpose?
Yeah.
Or am I supposed to be located in a club, maybe hosting? Because, you know, it took me that direction. I've even hosted karaoke's.
Wow.
You know,
Right.
I'm saved and all that, but I'm in a club hosting karaoke's because I needed bread. I needed food. I needed life to go on.
Let's dwell there.
Okay.
Because you see, I mean, it's good to engage and,
Yes.
and help
Yes.
even people who are out here struggling.
Yes.
So you're into media, you're an artist,
Yes.
you're doing voiceovers,
Yes.
but things are not working. You're a born-again Christian.
Yes.
So does that eat into your faith bit by bit?
It does. It does, because now you even, and I keep asking God to forgive me in the sense of you start to ask him, if truly you exist, why should the right doors be shut at me
Right.
that I have to look for the secondary door which is not in line with what
Yeah.
you have assigned me to do?
That's right.
Yes.
And where do you fall back? Where is the anchor? And this is, I mean, this is real talk. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
When when you have the right man of God in your life,
Yes.
and a man of God who does not judge you, who embraces you as you come, and you know those ones are rare today. They're not easy.
Yeah.
Because someone is ready to judge you for whichever door you walk through.
And even take advantage
You know?
sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've had those episodes till recently.
Wow.
It's not been easy. So if you have that one right man of God who is not ready to judge, is ready to embrace you, just as Jesus said, come to me as children, as innocent as a child would come.
Yeah.
If you find that man of God or woman of God,
Right.
they help you. They walk with you. They pray for you and with you.
Right.
They counsel you. But I tell you what, it's not easy because they will tell you, don't do this. But you see, don't do this, give me a sauce. Don't tell me don't do this and I have no sauce.
Right.
Yes. So I'll
And
still
the
just
big
go back.
question is,
Yes.
this is the biggest question. So please don't do this. Trust God
Yes.
for provision.
Yes.
So sometimes you wonder, is it my faith? I am
Yes.
trusting God is not coming. What is happening?
Or
And those are-
my prayer just hit this cloud here,
Yes,
didn't go
yeah.
through. Yes.
And those are real issues that
Yes.
we need to keep engaging and talking about.
Correct.
And believing that God will help us even
Yes.
as we navigate through those situations.
Yes.
So of course, those episodes, you have to do everything
Correct.
to make ends meet.
Correct.
You have to go do karaoke in a club
Yes.
to make ends meet.
Yes.
Yet deep down, you know, I am a child of God.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So how did that progress now into the point where now you were able to get a baby and your health issues now started taking a different direction?
Well, karaoke's have been there until recently, probably 2 years ago is when I stopped hosting karaoke's.
All right.
And because I found it a bit difficult in the sense of I have to leave my child with a nanny. So my child is 7 years today as a spoken.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago she was like 5.
Yeah.
And at that time I was into my 5th surgery. So why it became difficult, I have to manage my health, I have to manage my child, I have to manage home bills, and you're in between jobs, so I could not.
Yeah.
Because I used to run from Nairobi. My all karaoke's were outside Nairobi.
Yeah.
So you can imagine traveling every
Yeah.
other week. You're either in Narok or Kisii. It was a distance.
Yeah.
So I just had to stop all that.
You talk about a 5th surgery. Let's
Yes,
go back.
we go back.
What happened?
What happened? When I conceived, when I got my baby, I had heard of the hernia. But we did not know it would come to a place where I would struggle. Well, I've had the hernia before.
Okay.
And we only discovered it sometime in 2013, thereabout. Because I would find I'm having a lot of pain in my umbilical, the umbilical cord area. I would have a lot of pain. So sometimes, even when I would cough, it would pop. But we did not know. I was just in pain throughout. Sometimes if I rest, the pain will go. Until we had to do some scans, because at one time it became really painful.
All right, hold it there. We will be coming. We'll take a short break. We'll be coming back with Magdalene Muckoya, or you can call her Meg. You know, real talk, telling us about the struggles, but through it all, today, she speaks of a different story, and that God is still carrying her, even in the valley, where sometimes you still are, up to the point salvation comes. So she'll be telling us more about the health challenges she went through when we come back right here on The Defining Moment.
Good marketing makes the company look smart. Great marketing makes the customer feel smart. Are you looking for a place to advertise your upcoming conference, church meeting, or ladies' meeting? Look no further. Elevate TV is offering you a chance to advertise from as low as 5,000 Kenyan shillings. Talk to us today. Call us on 0705 872237.
All right, karibu tena on The Defining Moment. My name is NDIEMA. You can get in touch with us at Elevate TV Kenya. It will be great to hear your story, to hear your testimony, so that you can be a blessing to others, and so that they can, you know, be inspired and allow hope to arise again in them. Today I'm talking with Magdalene Muckoya, amazing musician and also voiceover artist. She studied media. But she's just gone through cycles day in, day out. And she keeps trusting God that things will keep changing, and God is already doing something amazing in her life. So here you are.
Yes.
You mentioned hernia. So what is hernia, for those who have no idea?
If you look at the dictionary, it's a weakness, a loop, like a loophole, a weakness in the nerves.
Right.
So mostly it's in men,
yes,
but it also gets women. Yes. So in this case, mine was a umbilical hernia. Umbilical, there was a hole around my umbilicus area.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Which was discovered much later. Yes.
All right. So during your expectancy, that was when
the crisis, it became a crisis.
Okay.
Because at that time, the womb is growing, the baby is growing, and then in this hole, something kept dancing through it. So we had to check, because at one time I was not sleeping. I had to sit on my back throughout nights. And you see, that's very tiring.
Right.
And you're expectant. You're at 7 months, and you can't sleep. So when we did an ultrasound, they discovered there is a bean, a bean-looking thing that was going through the hole. So when it passes, or at least just gets stuck there, that's how I cannot sleep. But you can see the protrusion on top of the belly. There is something that protrudes. Yes, I wish I could share photos.
Cord.
Yes, but you could see it. Something. So we had to go through gynecologists, 2 different hospitals. The first one said we had to lose the baby. Hey, 7 months, lose the baby.
I know.
No way, you know. So I was too frustrated. So someone else, a patient also, just referred us to another gynecologist, a patient. So you see how God connects people. So this patient directs us to another gynecologist. This gynecologist tells us there is hope. As long as the baby is in there, the baby is ours, as in for the doctor.
Right.
The baby, when the baby is out, is yours and the family.
Yes.
So I was like, so there is hope, as in no losing the baby. So she was like, yes. And immediately she's scheduled for a surgery.
All right.
So imagine I'm doing a scan today, I'm given tomorrow to prepare psychologically, come the next day.
Wow.
Yes.
For surgery.
And it had to, because it had to be an emergency.
All right.
Because I was just in pain.
Wow.
Because during pregnancy, the only pains you're supposed to be experiencing are the normal ones. Either you're cramping, you know, backaches, not a stomachache. What is that?
Interesting.
You know. Yeah. So she had to take me through that emergency surgery. Then this bean happened to be a fibroid that was growing outside the uterus.
Wow.
So they removed it and left that place open. Okay. Of course, not the exterior skin, the interior.
Yes.
Yes, so they just sealed the bit of the nerves to allow the uterus to keep growing normally.
All right.
Then now on delivery, come and seal it.
So
that's what happened, that's surgery 1.
Okay.
7 months into pregnancy. So then baby came to term, 9 months, 1 week. So the baby had to come. During the procedure, when they were, you know, the way they do fingers and measure the opening, they discovered I am way open, but not even the head. There's another bean.
Interesting.
Yes. So I had lost all the waters because it broke naturally, because they thought I would be induced. Because after 9 months, I'm now admitted for inducing.
So that you can
but it just pops. The water just breaks.
My goodness.
See, I'm admitted for inducing.
Yes.
But at 5 a.m., water pops. It breaks. Then I'm through the cycle of waiting for the NGIA to open. That's very uncomfortable, and they do that finger insertion.
I know.
Yes.
So I don't know. I've heard about it.
You've heard about it. I would almost ask you how. Okay, so so it. I mean, the way opens, but it's not the head popping. It's a bean.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Again.
So yes, again. So all the water is out. So you can see a buttock here, a leg here, some hands here. And they say, this baby will die.
Because there's no water.
There's no water. Of course, there's dirt there, they poo-poo and all. So they say, I have to go through an emergency surgery once again. So that procedure happens. So when they now open, because now I could not give birth naturally.
Yes.
So when that procedure happens, they discover I have extra beans. So
beyond the one?
Yes, beyond the baby, there is now more beans that are as big as her head.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, so they were like twins, because they removed 6 beans, those fibroids.
So those were fibroids again?
Yes, yes. Now those ones were like fully matured, because I was extra big. You'd think I'd have triplets. Yes, I was really big.
Wow.
So they were competing. When the baby is feeding, they're also feeding on blood. So at that time, I'm also just negotiating in between life and death, because I'm also a bit anemic. So I had to be on iron supplements for the whole 9 months.
Right.
Yeah. You see? So that process happens. The baby is out. These fibroids are also out. So they have to give me time to heal.
Okay. All right.
So that now they can repair the first surgery. So they gave me 6 months, but then they discovered the baby is still young and needs to suckle. So they gave me 7. So at the 7th month is when I went now for the reconstruction to now seal the first surgery. When I went, they did the nerve, they joined with the nerves in there, and they thought it was successful. But the thing that they did not discover happened much later, like 7-9 months down, it gave way.
Oh no.
When it gave way, I started just oozing water. I did not know. At that time, I was working also in a contact center, call center, somewhere along Mombasa Road. And then my desk mate was the one who realized and asked me, Maji, umejimwagia maji. And you see, she's saying I'm not taking water.
So unaiona from kwa tumbo hapa?
Yes, I'm all wet. And you know, I had not known me. I'm just knowing it's normal body temperature. Yes.
Unafikiri una sweat?
Yes.
Oh my.
So it's it had given way. It just opened. I had not felt any pain or anything.
Wow.
But I think on discovery and now getting shocked is when you start to feel the pain.
I know.
You know.
The mind is so powerful.
You know.
You actually become really sick at that point.
I panicked.
Yeah.
I literally panicked. So they took me to the boardroom office, lay me down, because now that's the instruction they were told. So I had to lie on the side.
All right.
Yes, so that whatever is oozing to ooze out.
Yeah.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes, because no lying on the back, because we don't want it to go back.
Yeah.
Yes, so then I was immediately taken to a hospital in Imara, Jamii. Yeah. They did first aid. They pressed my belly to just get the excess fluids out.
Right.
They did the bandaging.
Okay.
Yes, and then they instructed that I avoid public means. But you see, I'm at a job. It's just my first job since.
Sasa cab hata una pesa ya cab.
Sina pesa ya cab. Sina my own means. So how can I avoid?
Ukaingia matatu.
Work. I have to keep working, yes. Ni matatu too. Then I come in the evening for dressing.
Oh, so the advice was ukue unatumia hizo
private, something that is not shaking me.
Where?
But I have no money
know,
for such privacy. You know?
Na
and if you are late, you
mpaka,
jump on a bike, you know? And you're having an open wound, imeshikiliwa na bandage too.
Wow.
You get? So when the doctor heard of this, they had to recall me back.
Right.
Because you can't keep a wound like that and it's open. And you see it's at the belly.
Yeah.
Only for them to discover that even the umbilical cord itself was missing.
Allah?
Something had been wrongly positioned. No wonder probably there was that giving way. So they had to reconstruct it again. Create the umbilical so that now if I get another child, there will be something to connect to. Because how do you give a birth to a child without a cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was missing. Yeah.
So any complication after the other, you just keep realizing this is wrong, this went wrong.
Yes.
This is not there.
Yes. So I had to be recalled back.
And for another surgery.
Yes.
So which number what now? 4?
Now we are at number 3.
Number 3, sasa.
No, 4.
4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because this is 2.
Yeah.
And 3.
Wow.
Yes. So no, 3, 2.
Paka unazijua.
I know. Yes, 3, 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah. So at that third one is when they had to get a gaze. Like you see the kichungi thing?
Yes.
So, but something that can accept, the skin can accept.
Right.
Because not every material can go in the body.
That's true.
So the tissues had to agree with it. Then they put it, and then they created a navel cord.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my.
So if you look at my belly, it's separated like in 2.
Okay.
Because of that whole creation.
Right.
Yes. Instead of just looking one flat, anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these things are happening one after the other.
Yes.
And time is really flying.
Yes.
We need to bring this to an end.
Yes.
So at one point then you get transferred.
To jobs or?
Jobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, at one time I get transferred from, I had a job in Mombasa Road, then I get deported or deployed to Kajiado. Yes. So I work there diligently, and then they discover I'm still anemic. I get very bad headaches.
Yeah.
So on discovery, they realized these fibroids had regrown.
Oh my.
So I had to go for my 5th surgery.
Wow.
Now that happened where the baby was born.
Right.
Yes. And at that juncture, they had to stop my menses so that I get my iron levels, because they were always 5 and below. 5 and below, and you see that's risky because you're fainting anywhere, headaches every time. So they had to stop menses to get my blood levels at least to some 10.
Right.
You know, because at least 11 is normal, not
That's
below
true.
that.
Yeah.
So when I got to 10, now I was admitted to remove now those, because they were really taking up my iron.
Yeah.
Because I was anemic throughout.
That's right.
So when they did that myomectomy, that surgery, it happened and it was successful. Very many, they call it, okay, the many joints, they had to really chonelea inside there like 5 times because my uterus was quite big because these things were pulling them.
Right.
So they had to remove them, 21 balls of the fibroids, the beans, which had to be sent to Nairobi Lab Lancet to test if they're cancerous.
Right.
Fortunately, they were not cancerous when the results came back a month after. Wow, but even through the month, when they did the surgery, it was successful. I lost a lot of blood that I even went to a coma. And in this coma is now when all hell broke loose.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, so your daughter was 5 years old
At
then.
that time, yes.
Right.
Yes.
And she made a prayer right there.
Yes. She insisted and said she wants to sit and sleep, be put next to mommy. And she asked that the hospital department, the nurses that were there, to help her pray. And in her prayer, she said, God, if you will take mommy, take me with mommy. Hey? And everyone was like, no, we have to stand with this girl. Mommy will be fine. They had to keep encouraging her. They started to try and get her out of hospital, but she refused. She said, no, I want to stay next to my mommy. Yes, she was not going to sleep. Even if it comes, she will wake up, because she's imagining I will lose mommy while I'm asleep.
That's right.
But the God of wonders, the one that
Did it
listens
right
and
there.
hears,
Yeah.
yes. So they started seeing the machine pumping life.
She started responding.
I started responding.
Wow.
They got pints of blood to add into my system.
Yeah.
They started seeing, wow,
Yeah.
this girl is looking like she wants to talk.
Right.
Yes. Then, and hope was back up.
Come on.
For my baby, for the hospital staff, for my family.
Yeah.
Who, for the first time, I saw the entire family there. They found me on the pints.
Right.
And they knew there was hope.
That's true.
Yes.
So here you are.
Yes.
Of course, you lost a job through, that's another story for another day.
Correct.
But God has sustained you
Yes.
through all this.
Yes.
It's been tough.
Yes.
It's been heavy.
Yes.
Through the health issues,
Yes.
you know, not having a job, very gifted.
Yes.
I just want you to say one thing, that, you know, you're still in the valley. You're still trusting God.
Yes.
Please speak to someone about hope as we wind down.
Yes. Tell you what, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. If I saw it, maybe I had not believed it, but my little girl's faith helped me. And if you have that small faith, as small as a mustard seed, it can move mountains.
Yeah.
I have forged in that faith. I took it from my baby. Today I walk in the same faith. And no quitting. It's not easy when you're not working for a whole year plus. But knowing that there is a God in heaven, keep walking, keep hoping. Don't die, even when it doesn't look like there's any meaning. When you wake up, you're seeing no reason for me to be here today. Keep looking up. There is a God that watches, and there is a God that answers. Yes.
Come on. You've had it very, powerhouse. All right. So thank you very much for being with us. God bless you. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, and may the Lord do you well.
Amen.
Keep the hope alive.